1. I'm joined right now by Sonoma State, coming off a 3-1 win in the elimination portion of the 2025 CCAA Softball Tournament presented by FloCollege. I'm joined right now by head coach Jen Bridges. On her left, Charlie Johnson, and on her right, Carissa Marquez. Coach, would you take us through your thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, like I always tell them, I'm getting older in my days, and I would prefer not to have the heart attacks at the end of a game. But, I think that we've kind of shown that we're that kind of team that, obviously Charlie on the mound, she really does a great job making sure that the ball stays down, stays in the dirt, stays in front of the outfielders. So that's really helpful when you get later in games because it gives us a chance. It gives us a chance to come back. And I think coming off of those big defensive innings, it was really nice. It gave our offense a little bit of heart, some support, And I think this is kind of that team. Like you just get one hit and everybody just something we always say every year is pass the bat, pass the bat, pass the bat. We just want to do something little and just keep passing the bat to another teammate because we are so thick, at least 1 through 9 in our starting lineup. And I think it showed today because we just put the ball in play, made something happen, and that's how we won the game.
You talk about getting the bats going, but I thought the bats were not going there for quite a long time. You didn't get it? And and the defense, really, I thought you guys had 2 huge defensive plays in that game that to me really, even though they were losing, put the momentum a little bit in your dugout. Carissa, could you talk to me about the play out there in right field by Olivia Gabriel, and just talk to me first about that one, please.
I think, every time the ball gets to Kaya and she has a chance to throw a runner out, I think we're all very confident in her. She loves when people run on her because she likes to prove people wrong. So I think we all get very excited when the ball gets in her hands. And we're just really, really excited, really, really ready to make those really big plays. And we practice things like that at practice, ESPN, be big, celebrate little things. So I think that was like a real momentum killer in their offensive situation. So I was really, really happy with that one.
Charlie, one that you had something to do with a little bit too. You guys made a huge defensive play where I think there was runners at first and second with no out. And don't you guys turn a first to third double play on that one? Could you tell me about that and just the execution of your defense behind you to help get you out of a jam?
I had no doubt we were going to turn that double play. We even called it. We decided to do, so we called time, came together, took a breath. We're like, we're going to turn this double play, maybe even a triple play. We called it, like right off the bat, boom, to low, double play. I'm like, we called it. We weren't even surprised. We were just so happy that we got that. And I had no doubt on my defense of making a play. They are so supportive behind me when it comes to defense, and even as teammates. My captains on the left side is awesome too. And yeah, I think, honestly, no doubt that they were going to make that play. So.
This was a one-game elimination game. It's a tough thing to play in softball. It's a one-game thing. We'll just say it that way. These sports are not played that way. Can you tell me about Charlie's performance on the mound to keep you guys in this game? As we're talking about 3 runs, you guys scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. But just talk about her performance to give you a chance.
I love when Charlie's on the mound. I think she brings a very calming energy to the defense. Everyone kind of feels like, okay, we're going to get some ground balls. We're going to get out. She's a really good fielder. Everything's very, very calm when she's on the mound. So I feel very confident because I know I'm going to get a lot of balls too, and I love when the ball's in my hands. So we're just all really, really confident behind her and confident in her. And we know that we're probably not going to get butted on too much because can't butt a drop ball if you don't know how. So I think that we're really, really happy when she's on the mound and everyone feels really calm.
Charlie, tell me what happened how were you feeling when you started to see your team score some runs, some of those clutch hits?
Very happy. Yeah, the whole time I try to stay calm, but something behind me, I'm always like this. Like I'm very tense, but I kind of use it to my advantage and find a peace in it. And I think just we're really good at staying in our processes as individuals, which makes us better teammates overall. And I feel like once we started getting runs going, I was so happy to see everyone smiling and knowing that we were going to win that game was just like awesome. So, yeah.
There was a lot of smiles in the dugout, but I don't know if anybody had a bigger smile than Coach Bridges out there. Coach, could you just tell me the opportunity you guys have in front of you now that you're out of the single elimination portion and into the double elimination? And I got to say this one too, we are playing at Sonoma State this weekend, so I'm sure it's nice for the fans as well.
Yeah. I think everybody knows like kind of what's been going on with us this year and what we're facing. And I think that makes this kind of like single elimination game a little more intense, there's a little more riding on it for us. And I think going into this, we try to keep it like it was just one game, right? We always talk about it one at a time. Everything's one at a time. And easy to say that when you're in a 4-game series against a team, but when it's actually one at a time and it's one and done or one and move on, as much as we tried, I'm sure there's going to be those added pressures on there. So just knowing that now we're going into a double elimination tournament at this point, I think really takes some of that, and it's going to allow us to play, I think, a little freer tomorrow and maybe come out with a little more confidence early on and not just kind of wait to see what the game brings us. I think that kind of happened today. I think we were just kind of waiting to see, okay, who's going to score first? Who's going to do this? And then we'll react. And then if they score first, okay, now we'll react. Or if we score first, great, now we're going to loosen up a little bit, right? So I think tomorrow it'll help us really play more our game from inning 1 through inning 7. So.
Well, you guys will place the top seed tomorrow. You guys start off tomorrow, kicking the day off at 10:30 a.m. against Cal State East Bay. So good luck tomorrow and good luck the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.